I'm Eric Novak, and coming up, I'm going to take a look at the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica, but I'm going to do so while taking my family camping. So regular viewers of my EnviroDad test drive reviews and on my YouTube channel know that usually once a year I test out a family-friendly vehicle while doing our annual family camping trip, and this year is no exception. I'm excited though because for this year's camping trip I have the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. It is the all-new minivan from Fiat Chrysler. It is the model that is replacing the old Town & Country, and there are a lot of new innovations to this minivan. It's a spacious ride, and it's one that, hey, listen, if I'm a family of 6 and I'm taking my family camping for 3 nights, there's a lot of gear, so what better test than that? So we're going to, over this course of this review, take a look at a beautiful campsite in Ontario, Sibbald Point Provincial Park, and we're going to test out this Chrysler Pacifica. But the first step to do is I've got to get all this gear here somehow into here. So first test of the Pacifica, can we do it? Hang on, let's find out. Okay, and the verdict is you know, honestly, it's like moving half your house. But it's all in. Let's go camping. Mommy, what you making? S'mores. Oh. Now, anyone with a large family who rely on minivans, especially for long journeys, knows one of the challenges is kids in the back saying, are we there yet? Well, one of my favorite new features in the 2017 Pacifica is this optional upgraded UConnect theater and sound group. And basically, you know, once upon a time, your seat back screens or your drop down screens from the roof had DVD capabilities, and that was great. But now, even that's not enough. Here's what we have. With the new system here, there are built-in apps. You know what? You can have airplanes that have 200 people on board, all using seatback entertainment systems and doing what they want. It happens here too. On the main screen, obviously, you can have your Blu-ray discs. There's even inputs for HDMI and USB keys to run individual systems, but there are apps preloaded on here. You can play games and educational games too. You've got your, of course, the Are We There Yet? You can track things that you see along the way. You've got checkers and bingo. There's math and educational games. Of course, there's solitaire, there's Sudoku, tic-tac-toe. Basically, you could have hours of entertainment and never hear Are We There Yet? For a long period of time. I really love this new upgrade in the 2017 Pacifica. One thing that three-row crossovers or any other type of vehicle aside from minivans can't beat is storage space. And with the 2017 Pacifica, there's extra hidden spots as well. We know about how minivans have been advantageous with the stow-and-go third row, the big cavernous area in the back for storage area, but there's also something in the middle row too. The stow-and-go system in the Pacifica has been redesigned, so if you want extra cargo with those second seats up, all you do is lift up, and guess what? For camping and stuff, you got more room to put ball gloves, other essentials, probably combine another 8 to 10 cubic feet, square feet, I'm just guessing, but really it's more space and something advantageous if you're traveling with families, especially to go camping. So we had our first rainstorm, and we actually went for ice cream at Jackson's Point, but
where's the campfire?
This here's the fire pit.
What happened?
So well, we thankfully we put the firewood away in the back in the Pacifica, so it kept dry. But that's what happens when you go camping. Here in the driver's seat of the new Pacifica, it is a nicely laid out design. Certainly the instrument cluster, nice brightly backlit blue LED design, very visual, very easy to read. Lots of information in the 7-inch information cluster that's in the center. The center stack has made a lot of improvements, most notably two things for me. Number one, the information screen in the center. It's an 8.4 inch, which is a big improvement from what the previous Town & Country had, and it makes sense. It's been several years since the Town & Country was launched, and technology has evolved greatly in that time, but a much better GPS system, for example, a whole controls of interactive controls for radio, apps. It's a lot more user-friendly. The UConnect system has always been pretty good, but this one really is right up there overall, and the controls for climate are tactile. They're a good fit. Then again, probably the biggest change from the previous system is with the transmission. It is to a rotary dial system, which we first saw on the Chrysler 200. Again, electronic steering allows this to happen. It removes the need for the gear shift, freeing up space for cargo, which in a family vehicle is certainly a good thing. But overall, I really like the feel and comfort and look and design of the driver console and instrument cluster in the new Pacifica. So after taking my family camping in the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica and giving it perhaps the more stringent litmus test for a family vehicle that you can offer, I have to say that it passed with flying colors. You know, Chrysler invented the minivan, so it goes without saying that when we heard about the launch of this vehicle and the retiring of the Town & Country, the expectations were really high, especially those who rely upon minivans as a very effective and practical way of family transportation. Now, Toyota likes to call their Sienna the Swagger Wagon, but I gotta say, this new limited trim might take that moniker away from them. And it better, because when you're pushing above $60,000 for a minivan, there's going to be a lot of expectations, probably more in tune with what you get in a luxury vehicle than in something that's seen as a basic family hauler for suburban families or such as that. There's a lot in here to deserve that price point. You can get in there at mid-40s, but really, with all the amenities in there, it's deserving of the price point, which I was skeptical about in the beginning, but I see after driving so it can be worth it if you can get outside the fact that it's priced in a minivan. If there's one complaint I have, though, it's with the fact that they chose to name it the Pacifica. I'm still not sure why Chrysler chose to take a semi-successful nameplate on a crossover from several years ago and put it on here. There had to be plenty of other names out there that they could have used, so why they used the Pacifica and not something else, I'll never guess. But overall, I really enjoyed my time in this, and if you're minivan shopping or if you're looking for a family vehicle but you haven't thought of a minivan before, give this one a shot. That's it for me for this review for EnviroDad.com. I'm Eric Novak. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. If you like this review, we've got more of them, both written and video, at www.envirodad.com. There's also a Facebook page for you to like, and you know what? We're even doing Twitter as well.